Ow. I just threw that pen down.
You get the pun.
Oh, because it's a throwdown. Ah, got it.
Wow.
Guys, welcome to the Cinefanatics reaction to the Schmoedown Throwdown. My name is Chris Adams.
And I'm Robert Adams.
I'm super excited. This is the first of 2 Schmoedown Throwdown videos. We didn't catch it live, we're catching it now on YouTube, so we could do a reaction for you, because you love us and we love you. So this is going to be the teams one, which is, we have the Odd Couple, which is Mark Andreyko and Jeff Snyder, going up against the Scream Queens, Haley Fouch and Kaylin Corrigan.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to be an interesting bout, because one of these 2 teams is going to go do the show in Chicago. Yeah, so many live shows happening all over the place. I can't keep up with them, which is a good thing.
Yeah, I mean, just even for us, we've got South by Southwest coming up, so we've got live shows to go to for that as well. So if you happen to be in Austin, Texas at South by Southwest, hit us up, let us know. We would like to meet, hang out with you, talk movies and whatever. And there's my one plug for South by Southwest for this.
Nice. I hear Mark Ellis is doing something at South by also. Maybe we might check him out
over
there. Anyway, so this Schmoedown tonight, first half of the throwdown. I'm ready to throw down. Who do you got?
You already did. You almost broke a toe.
Technically. You're fine.
I'm going to have to go probably with Odd Couple. I love the Scream Queens just because I love horror movies, but, I mean...
I'm going to go with Odd Couple in this one. I thought Andreyko and Snyder were a fantastic pairing from the beginning. They're back underneath Roxy's management, so I think anything is possible at this point, but I'm definitely hoping it's Odd Couple going to Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
So
They said we're going to be in Chicago, and the Odd Couple goes, can we come?
Yeah, that's a Collider Live reference. You guys should watch that show also. It's a Collider thing. Here we go.
Roxy, where are you?
Jeff, I'm in Orange County right now. I got a call from Emma this morning. She was super frantic, and she told me that I had to rush to Orange County, so I got my car and I drove an hour and a half here, and then I show up and it's an abandoned building somewhere in Orange County, and obviously I'm not going to make the match now.
I know who this was. This was Grace. This is the work of Grace Hancock.
I called the number back because I wanted to know who it was, and it wasn't Emma's phone, obviously, so I guess maybe it was Grace. What a crazy psycho. Like, why would somebody do that?
Dude, you're telling me. I know the woman. I've worked with her for years. She's nuts. She'll do anything to stop us from getting to Chicago. And I'm not going to let it happen.
Well, don't let her make us lose this. Like, I know that I'm not going to be there, but you guys can do this. We're going to Chicago. We're going to beat Who's the Boss. We're taking them down. I don't care what Grace is planning or anybody's planning. Concentrate. Focus. You guys can do this.
Who are you talking to? Of course I'm going to concentrate. Of course we're going to do this.
I know. That's what I'm a little worried about. Just don't wear the wig, okay?
Okay. I won't wear it.
Okay, tell Andreyko I say good luck.
Well done.
It's a nice, like, screen grabber.
I like that.
Nicely edited together.
Moving on up in our cutscenes here.
Yeah.
Let's throw down. Ooh, it's a nice logo. Everything's just nice and clean and neat, and I like it. So good. Welcome. Your face just explode?
Yeah.
Nice.
These edits are nice.
Still good.
Welcome back to the movie trivia Schmoedown. Not a regular Schmoedown. It is the Schmoedown Throwdown. I'm Christian Harloff. I am Mark Baby Carrots Ellis, and Christian, what a matchup!
Why are they
What
so
a
excited?
team of matchups we have for you here tonight. We are broadcasting live from the Valley. 818 till we die. Are we going to keep pushing with positive energy. You got it, Christian. In the words of the great baseball player,
rethinking saying Mark Ellis when it comes to Austin. Yeah.
These matches will be throwing high 80s.
I still want to see him.
Yeah, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, now, one
Brody
thing I would like
Stevens.
to say before we get started, and
right.
we've been very excited for this, as you know. Last night, or yesterday, we got the very unfortunate news that a very close friend of both myself, Mark, and other people here, Mr. Brody Stevens, has passed away, and it struck me, it hit me to my core pretty hard last night. This is somebody that I was pretty close with when I was at the Comedy Store. He was very encouraging, one of the nicest human beings I think that I've ever met, and it really hurt. So I just wanted to let everyone know out there, if you had never seen Brody's comedy, if you had never heard of Brody, please go find him, because you talk about a guy that can bring laughs like that, a very unique voice, and he'll be sorely, sorely missed.
Very unique comic.
Energetic,
Yeah.
one of a kind,
If you've
all
ever seen
words
any of
used to
his stuff,
describe
it's
Brody
just-
Stevens'
yeah.
comedy. He was the comic that all the other comics would rush in to not miss his set night after night, and he was so kind and giving to each and every comic, whether they were at the top of their game or they were just starting out. Brody Stevens was a friend to everyone in the community. It was nice being there at the Comedy Store last night, being on stage, getting to be around that community and see just how loved Brody was. And because, like I said last night, us comics, we're not really big on moments of silence. So instead of that, how about we just get a big round of applause right now for Mr. Brody Stevens. We love you, Brody. We're going to keep the positive energy going because of you, and you can find on Christian and I's individual Twitter feeds a number of different ways that if you are feeling lost, if you are feeling hopeless or despondent, you are not alone. You can get in touch with a number of different hotlines. We are all here for you. We're one big happy family in the Schmoedown and here on planet Earth, and we want you to stick around. And Christian, with that, you talk about the fact that this is a family, this is a community that you and I have built here in the Movie Trivia Schmoedown. You never think you're going to get to the heights where you're live streaming a pay-per-view event like this across the entire globe, but we are here back, and this is the first one we've done in our Collider studio.
Yeah, listen, this is the big one because last year at the Spectacular there was a big plan that was announced. And first of all, the patrons, for any of the patrons that are watching right now,
Hi, thank you.
thank you. You guys, like I said, it is the lifeblood. It is the reason that we are on the air right now. It's everything that you guys have done for us. For the viewers right now that are watching that can't be patrons, but you're liking, you're sharing, you bought the live stream tonight to check it out. We are going to be doing events like this. We've done a live events. We did New York. We're doing Chicago. We're going to be live at the Free For All. We decided why not do a live event for the time that we are not, the months that we're not on the road. Let's do it live in the studio.
we're here.
And what a card to kick it off.
Woo! Mom, become a patron.
great
So you
idea.
have to pay $2.99 for the individual events. Thank you. Now look, Christian, you look at the two events we have. Obviously, there's an Inner Geekdom title match to be solved here, and some people will call it an undercard. I would say Scream Queens versus the Odd Couple. That is main event territory because we have two teams that are ready for some blood.
This is a really solid matchup that just kind of came to be because the Scream Queens, both Haley and Kaylin, they are 2-0. They had a very strong year, and who knows where they would have gone had Anarchy not have happened. But they won 2 straight matches. They beat the Garden Hosers, and they also beat Only Stupid Answers, and they have shown as a team that they can play together. They've played in the exhibition together. They are horror experts. So this is a big match for them, but they're going up against really 2 solid competitors in Mark Andreyko and Jeff Snyder. Jeff Snyder is a former team champion. He was part of the Lion's Den with Mark Andreyko, and he held that title for a long time, over a year and a half. He knows what it's like to be the champion. Mark Andreyko hasn't gotten to a title yet, but he's been in the main event picture all last year. They team back up. Emma has to step down. She's no longer the manager of the Fight Club, so Mark Andreyko says to Roxy, hey, manage us. Put us together. Here we go. Now, I don't know what happened to Roxy and why she can't be here. That's something we'll have to figure out later on. But they're here, and it's going to be a pretty dynamic match.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with Roxy or Orange County. I know you barely understand FaceTime or texting as it is, so we're a little confused on that front. But look, the Scream Queens, they have their most formidable opponent yet, because I guarantee, unlike the Garden Hosers, the Odd Couple, they're not hungover. They have been training for this for a long time. Andreyko and Snyder getting in touch because Andreyko called Snyder, and Snyder, when he calls Andreyko, well, that's the most important. That's the biggest phone call he'll ever have to take.
Yeah, I like what you did there. I like what you did. But, you know, the other thing, yes, we are here for this team matchup. Whoever wins this match goes to Chicago to play Who's the Boss in a #1 contender match. We know that's the stakes. But the main event tonight, The reason why a lot of people are here watching right now, excited in the studio,
and what we'll be reacting to
the
on
biggest Inner Geekdom title match we have ever had. And the reigning Movie Trivia Schmoedown Inner Geekdom champion, Mike the Killer Kalinowski, will defend his championship against Rachel the Crusher Cushing. That is right. This is a match coming. This is the second time.
The Rachel Cushing fans just woke up.
I know. This is the second time that they have played in Inner Geekdom. This is the third time that they have played, and Rachel has won every time thus far. Can Mike Kalinowski get over that hump tonight? Can he beat the one person he has not been able to beat so far in this league? We don't know. Rachel Cushing, if she does it tonight, if she can win the championship, she will be the second person to ever be double belted, the first ever to be double belted in Inner Geekdom, and the first ever woman double belted champion.
That's right. In Burbank tonight is going to be one old big nerd alert coming.
And potentially one of the first ones to ever be able to actually get 3 belts since Sam retired.
Yeah, and as far as that matchup, you want to see how they got
Rachel's
here?
a triple threat.
There you go.
The Scream Queen. Some newbies here today. They are experts in the horror genre.
Greta Gerwig.
She's got it!
We done nothing.
And your winner! Scream Queens! The Scream Queens have won it.
And the Scream Queens, my God, they just like the world is their oyster if they like oysters.
They want to keep winning. They had that first taste of victory. They want to keep going.
The world is your hamburger if you like hamburgers.
That would be more for me than oysters.
Oysters aren't bad.
And the
A little
Scream
hot
Queens
sauce
find
on?
themselves
Oh,
now
yeah.
2-0. Well, whoever else is out there, they want to play them.
Yes.
So they're here. The Scream Queens are here to play.
Anarchy. The In Snyder, Jeff Snyder. Mark and Draco.
Oh.
Sam Mendes.
And your winner!
I'm kind of hoping Snyder comes out with a goofy outfit again.
We're
Yeah.
a force to be reckoned with, and you can take it all the way.
And your winner!
Can't be a sore loser. We lost fair and square. That's true, and I'm really proud of them. They did everything they could today.
Hopefully we'll see you back again here soon after the tournament.
And I'm without a manager now, so I was wondering if maybe... Awesome, fantastic.
We have to get Snyder.
Oh, of course, yeah, absolutely.
Where is he?
I don't know, in the alley somewhere probably.
Nothing if not entertaining.
Odd Couple and Scream Queens. Here we go. And also, let's let everybody know, you can get this on audio. That's right. We are partnered up with Himalaya. Himalaya and the Apple Podcast feed. Get the Schmoedown feed. Once again, if you can't be a patron, totally understand. If you are a patron, you want to listen to it, it is a fun show to listen to because we've had our producer, Chris Clark, on audio, who has been really cleaning
Hell of
things
a
up.
singing voice on that kid.
Meatloafing it up. But I'll tell you what.
Meatloafing it up.
You listen to these matches now. I listen to them on the
Nice.
Apple Podcast
Oh, do you?
feed.
Yeah.
And it sounds like a full-on sports film. It's really
It's pretty impressive stuff. Like a bat out of hell, Chris Clark is doing work for us. You can go to Himalaya.fm for more information. Do we do notable accomplishments?
We do.
What the hell do we do
All right,
here?
here we
We're
go.
live. I'm confused.
We have
Getting Chris Clark to work for you is like paradise by the dashboard light.
Okay.
Okay.
They have 2 victories back
his
to
name is
back.
not Robert
They're
Paulson.
both horror aficionados, and they went undefeated. Undefeated at season 5.
2-0.
Now, the Odd Couple. These are former stablemates. Now stablemates once again. They
allowed to
have
bring a gun into
experience,
the-
and they
is
have
if it's a
10
baby gun.
title matches between the both of them. They've also been in 4 tournaments between the both of them.
I just love the term stablemates.
Yeah.
Maybe we have a Salt Lick back there for the Odd Couple.
Are you ready to get going?
I am prepared.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the movie trivia Schmoedown.
I like the way you do that. Almost as good as I do it.
All right.
Almost.
Introducing first, with a record of 2 wins, no defeats, Kaylin and Haley, the Scream Queens.
Sounds like the song from.
That is not Haley or Penguin. It appears to be.
Sounds like the song from Suspiria.
Freshly tanned back from South Florida.
No, it's the singles commissioner, Sam Levine. On the front. Sam, we're taping here, buddy.
Oh God, guys, I'm so sorry. No, it's just a really important call came in, and like this is the only spot in this whole building that gets cell service. I'm sorry, I really don't want to lose the
We're live. This is on the air right now.
No, I know, but look, it's a big deal. It's my agent calling, and they're rebooting Scream, I guess, and so they want me to be like the celebrity death cameo at the top of the movie.
That's pretty big. Cool. When's that coming out?
That's a great question. When do they want to shoot this thing?
Look at this! Oh, I think Drew Barrymore. Sam Levine. Down goes Levine. Milking the death like a true vessel.
That's an intro by them.
Sam Levine. Wow. Come out. What an entrance. Fighting. I think that's what most fans wanted to do after Sam announced he retired.
G.I. Joe crawl his way out of the studio without us seeing on camera.
Well, I know. And their opponent with a record of 2 wins and 1 defeat. They are the 2018 Ultimate Schmoedown semifinalists. Mark the Android and Draco.
Trying to channel our dad here.
Jeff the Inside
Old man white dancing. Go backwards, white old man dancing. Oh, yeah.
Wow. His hat falls off, his hair's coming out of the back. Oh, no. What's he doing? Okay. Oh, there he is.
And he's covered in sweat now.
Yeah. Oh, he's the inside. He's his own shirt. Not the odd couple. He just put a spell on himself. It's a real disaster.
Really laying into that character. It must have been some trip to Halloween Town down the street on Magnolia Boulevard.
All right, so there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Our teams have hit it. This is, once again, the winner of this match will find themselves in a #1 contender match in Chicago, April 13th. Those tickets still available. Schmoedownlive.com. They're going fast, only about 100 left. So if you're in the Chicago area, get it. Mark, tell us about the rules, what we got going.
In round #1, at the desk, we have 3 competitors and 1 person who looks like he's in a community theater production of Rocky. In round #1 is
being said, I will ask the odd couple first. Are you ready?
I mean, first of all, where's Roxy? Where's Roxy?
I have no idea.
Okay, I know Grace is probably watching. She's probably behind.
I don't know, but you guys are ready to go.
Yeah,
okay,
let's do it.
Scream Queens, are you ready?
Yes, sir. Yep.
Then let's get ready to Schmoedown!
good time.
Let's get ready to play the game.
All right, guys. First question in the realm of action adventure. Who plays the villainous Lord Henry Blackwood in 2009's Sherlock Holmes?
Hey, we're friends with the
what's his name?
I'm friends with the producer.
The former champion.
Yeah. You want me to introduce you to him?
Got it.
Please.
Yeah, he's my buddy.
5, 4,
Got it,
Likes
got it,
Ninja
got it.
Turtles.
3, 2,
Yeah.
1. Pens down, Jeff Snyder.
Oh, come
Been a
on.
while. Mark Strong?
Correct. Kaylin.
I don't have it.
I did it in time.
Jared Harris.
And Kaylin.
I
Sorry,
said-
sorry, Haley.
I didn't have it.
You didn't have it. All right, so only
Frankie, put it on the list.
Mark Strong.
All right, Jeff Snyder hits it.
Snyder very excited about his perfect game thus far. We move on to the next category, and that is the world of comedies. I was told by a patron to not do the giggle after I say comedies, so for that patron, I will simply say,
Jar Jar Binks in it.
and in a fitting question for this particular evening and week, in the Brody Stevens featuring film The Hangover, who plays Jade? Who plays Jade, the character that marries Ed Helms' character after a crazy night in Las Vegas?
When was the last time you went to Vegas?
We call this
I
place
can't get past her other
Loserville,
characters' names.
which is usually when I go to
Got
Vegas. This is what happens.
All I'm thinking is her other characters she's played.
Yeah. Tickets at markelslive.com.
2.
Molly,
Pens down,
Felicity,
please. Pens down, Kaylin. Pens down.
Roller Girl.
And did you have it?
Yep.
Can you Kaylin? What do you,
It's, I guess, Elizabeth Banks.
that's
No.
incorrect.
Good
Mark and
guess,
Draco.
no.
Heather Graham?
Yes, it
Yes.
is.
Heather Graham.
Yep, and Jeff.
She's the first thing you see when you walk into my apartment. Roller girl, Heather Graham.
Wow. Carolyn Jeff Snyder.
Heather Graham.
Heather Graham. All right.
So,
I was like Molly Clark from Scrubs and
Yeah. Snyder's World.
Felicity Shagwell.
Next question comes from Dramas. In the film Castaway, What is on the FedEx box that Tom Hanks never opens?
Oh.
What is on the FedEx box that Tom Hanks never opens?
Toughy. Curveball.
Yeah.
Round number 1.
Skalisky really
What's the
challenged
exact
the
address?
P. Sherman,
5.
42.
Didn't want to be way city.
You're St. Louis?
3, 2.
Repeat the question.
That's the first one. In the film Castaway, what is on the FedEx box that Tom Hanks never opens?
I can't remember.
5, 4,
Finishing up
3,
their answers.
2, 1. Pens down, please. And Mark Andreyko.
A mailing label?
That's incorrect.
Well, that is
Not
true.
what we're looking for.
A post-it note?
Incorrect. Snyder.
A return address?
No.
Well, yes, but
I got a chess box.
No, it was a pair of wings.
Angel wings.
Pair of wings.
I was close. I put a butterfly.
Hey, great question.
I knew it
Chris.
was
something that flies.
I knew it was something with wings.
It is up to me to ask the
Possibly a
next one.
perfect
You
game.
could just wrote wings.
It's from the world of the 1980s. These are 80s films, and your question is, this 1984 John Carpenter film about an alien who comes to Earth and takes the form of a woman's dead husband starred Karen Allen and Jeff Bridges.
Takes the form of a woman's
You like
dead
how I asked that
husband.
question like it was super positive?
Yeah.
The form of a woman's dead husband?
You wanted to get away from the pair of wings. 5, 4,
This is incorrect. You know what I'm putting.
2, 1. Pens down.
I should know this.
Dark Star?
That's incorrect.
Starman?
Starman's correct.
Starman.
Yes, it is.
Oh, that's
don't worry about it.
right.
Starman. Okay. So
It was the thing, but
5-2.
I knew that was wrong because they didn't put.
You're just going off John Carpenter.
Yeah,
Number
pretty
5.
much.
That's fantasy sci-fi.
We want to put something.
Which James Bond actor appears in the fantasy adventure film Time Bandits?
Hey, do you see what's on the desk? This is from our friends Jose and Emma. They got me a carrot bouquet.
Oh, you know what
Look
they
at
got me? Nothing.
Ah,
I'm just
poor,
kidding. I'm just
poor
kidding.
little guy.
They've got me a lot.
They got you
I
live
don't
support.
know.
Got me a whole box of LaCroix. 4.
Guess the James Bond actor.
3, yeah. 2.
Can you repeat the question?
Yes, I can. That's the first one for you guys, and it is. Which
gonna be the other
James
one I'm
Bond
thinking, isn't it?
character appears?
Actor, thank
Well, I
you.
know who directed
Which
Time
James
Bandits.
Bond
I'm trying to
actor
think
appears
which
in the fantasy
actor may
adventure
work with
film
him.
Time Bandits.
Time Bandits might be a better movie if you got like a Jaws or a,
Yeah.
you know.
There's two I think it could be.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and Jeff Snyder.
What are these questions?
That's
Time Bandits?
Good ones.
George Lazenby.
No.
No.
Timothy Dalton.
No, and Draco.
Sean Connery.
Yes.
Oh,
Sean Connery.
yeah, Sean Connery. Put Pierce Brosnan because I was just guessing. But,
Oh, that was like old.
yeah, I just want to know how old the
Okay,
movie
next
is.
question.
80s.
Next word comes from the
Was,
fascinating
Sean Connery's the other one I was thinking.
What's his face from Monty Python that did it?
I knew it was
Your
Daniel
question,
Craig.
Which actor, who also voiced Randall in Monsters, Inc., provides the voice of Wayne the Wolfman in Hotel Transylvania?
I'm trying to remember who voiced him now.
I was just going to say, underrated trilogy
I
now?
watch it with my daughter all the time.
Blanking.
I think it's a trilogy because they went on a cruise ship.
5,
The last one.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. And Kayla.
Did she have the
Caleb?
correct
I don't have
answer?
it.
Didn't have it. Mark
Didn't have it.
Draco. Nope. Haley, no. And Snyder.
Stephen Buscemi.
Yes, it is.
Oh, that's right, Steve Buscemi. That's right.
The star of the game thus far.
I was like, I can hear his voice in my head. Whose voice does that belong to?
Horror/thriller.
I don't like tipping.
Horror/thriller.
Yeah.
Which 2010 horror film is about a group of strangers being stuck in an elevator
Oh.
and realizing that one of them may be Lucifer himself?
It's actually a surprisingly good movie.
Question and follow-up question.
You didn't give me any credit on that. That read.
Oh, no,
Did you see this one?
Yeah, I liked it.
Oh.
Oh.
So I wouldn't ask you the
You
question.
don't watch
of
horror
the
movies,
follow-up.
so I'm kind of surprised that you would have watched this.
3,
It is a
Two,
traditional horror movie.
1. Mark Andreyko. Nope. Haley.
Devil?
Yes.
It's what they call me in the sack. Devil.
Wow.
And
F. Devil.
Devil.
Yeah,
All right.
Devil.
So
Devil.
it's actually getting a little.
That was M. Night Shyamalan produced as well.
Anyway,
Yep.
this is now 8-5, and 3-point lead from the Odd Couple with the final question.
And the final question is a Patreon question. The following question to you comes from John Patterson, everybody. How about a hand for John Patterson?
Thanks, John Patterson.
Thank you for your support.
Good
If
job,
you're
John.
watching this somehow and you are
For your
not a member
continued
of the Movie
support.
Schmoedown Patreon, check out the Schmoedown Patreon today. Select which tier is right for you, and maybe one day I will say your name on a live streamed show. John Patterson wanted the world of 90s movies to
Yeah,
be the
he
last
did.
question in
Johnny
round
boy.
one. These are the 1990s. Jeff Goldblum famously says the line, "Must go faster," in both Jurassic Park and what other 1990s film?
Oh. Yep, I know exactly what scene it is too.
Jurassic Park.
You like those types of things.
Yeah,
I know what movie, know exactly what scene.
5,
Love it.
switch, 4.
Apparently, I'm not really good judge of where to start a long word
Yeah.
at.
Pens down and
Faster, must go faster.
Independence Day?
yes, it is. Snyder.
Independence Day.
There you go. And Caleb.
I don't have it.
And Draco.
He's carrying me. I have no.
Didn't have it. Okay.
Didn't have
so
it.
Let freedom ring.
Independence Day.
Pass 3 points, and it is now a 3-point game as we get into round
Yeah, as
number
the
2.
as the doors are closing and they're being chased.
Because
Yeah, see, he was saying something, and then I was saying something, and we don't know what's going on anymore.
They have the option
Hey, look,
if
Schmoedown
they would
won.
like to spin the wheel first or second. Before we get to that, I will remind everybody that that wheel right
Nothing
there
if not
has 2
entertaining, right?
slices that are Patreon sponsored. Those slices are new releases and Scarlett Johansson. So if either team spins new releases or
Ow.
ScarJo, and they select that for their round 2 category.
Oh, you hit your foot with the pin, not mine.
No,
Patron,
I'm
and
stepping on
also,
something.
Please ask each team
Was it a
whoever's
pin?
spinning, be very,
There was a
very
pin down
gentle
there.
with the wheel.
Nope.
It's an old wheel. Just all you got to do is breathe on
We're
it.
working on a new one.
And with that, the odd couple, would you like to spin first or defer to your opponents? All right, Jeff Snyder talking
All right.
to a mannequin.
We're gonna defer, and we're gonna let the ladies go first.
All right, there you go. Okay, so Haley, once again,
I know,
please spin from the wheel, not the pegs.
Yeah, we got 10 points.
We're over the odd couple right now. Cool.
Just a very gentle
Give it a good spin, Haley.
Fun.
And that's a great spin. I want everybody to see what kind of spin that was. As we await Josh McCouga going to Home Depot.
And we're gonna hit new releases.
New releases.
They're gonna stick with new releases.
They're going to stick with new releases, which means I get to say the name of Lance Dorr. Lance Dorr is our patron. How about a hand for Lance Dorr? That's our patron, and he wanted new releases.
Lance Dorr, that's a new name. Good job, Lance.
New releases. Once again, ladies, 6 questions in the world of new releases. These are movies that came out in the last 12 to 18 months, give or take a few months, and a FedEx box of wings. And your first of 6 question, and you're allowed to consult on each and every one of these. In the film Black Klansman, who played John David Washington's undercover counterpart, Flip?
Yeah, Adam Driver.
Yeah.
Adam Driver?
It is, in fact, Adam Driver. 2 points.
Kylo Ren.
All right, your next question for the lead here early in round number 2. What 2018 action comedy starred Mila Kunis and Kate McKinnon?
The Spy Who Dumped Me?
Yeah.
It was The Spy Who Dumped Me.
I was like, my super ex-boyfriend or something like that. That was another movie.
Super
right,
ex-girlfriend and
Yeah.
Uma Thurman.
Name the film
Oh,
with
jeez.
the following synopsis. After a malicious data hack exposes the secrets of the perpetually American town of Salem, chaos descends, and 4 girls must fight to survive while coping with the hack themselves.
Assassination Nation?
Christian, there on.
Oh, that's right. Oh, that's that new one that just came out. I want to see that still.
A couple still only down 3 points, though.
All right. I mean, it's a 3-point lead, but again, if they don't get the spin that they want, maybe, then the Scream Queen steals something.
Yeah.
You're really in hot water. We move back to Scream Queens for your next question, and that is, what 2018 historical drama stars Oscar Isaac and Ben Kingsley?
2018.
Multiple choice, please.
Is it A, Sweet Country, B, 12 Strong, C, Operation Finale, or D, Leave No Trace?
Not 12 Strong.
Yeah, no, it's not 12 strong.
12 Strong?
That is incorrect for a 1-point steal.
Operation Finale.
It is Operation Finale. That's a big step.
I think I remember seeing something about that.
2 more questions left in round number 2. Right. They enjoy a 2-point lead, but again, the odd couple has not spun yet. So, Scream Queens, your question is, in the film Bumblebee, what does Charlie's mother get her for her birthday?
Is that like a Think Positive book?
Yeah.
How to be a positive
A helmet?
It is, in fact.
Oh, no,
right.
no, no, the stepfather gets the book. She gets the helmet. That's right.
Why
Okay.
not make sure you are indeed wearing a helmet?
Last question here.
Your last question in round number 2 for 2 points, if you get it right off the bat. In the film Ant-Man and the Wasp, who plays the old friend and former lab assistant to Hank Pym?
Perry White.
Yeah.
Lawrence Fishburne.
Lawrence Fishburne.
Somebody please
Multiple choice,
give me
please.
that name.
I can do that. Is it
Yeah.
A, Louis Gossett Jr., B. Forrest Whitaker, C. Giancarlo Esposito, or D. Lawrence Fishburne? 5, 4, 3.
Forrest Whitaker.
That is incorrect for 1 point steal.
Lawrence Fishburne.
They got the steal. Okay, so look at that. So the Scream Queens have had a very nice round, and they did. They find themselves 3 points ahead of the Odd Couple, who will now see themselves to the wheel here. That was 6 questions in round number 2, and now Jeff Snyder hits the wheel. No, he doesn't want it. Draco does not want to spin it. And here we go.
Jeff Snyder looks like he was doing some business at the docks earlier.
There's the spin.
Very gentle spin. Thank you, Mr. Snyder.
All right, around and round we go.
Hey, yo, give me the money or I come back here.
Snyder was
You don't want me to come back here.
Look at this. Look at
Why
this.
she come here the first time?
Look at this. Spinner's choice.
Ooh.
Spinner's choice. It is.
Spinner's choice.
What do they
Christian,
want?
they are the odd couple
I
for
know.
a reason. So are they going to be able
I don't know if they're
to
going to want.
settle on one wheel wedge?
What are they going to want? Because Draco had a rough first round, but again, Snyder, they have to work together
And
here.
keep in mind, new releases is off the board.
It's off the board.
Interesting development.
What
are you going for?
All right.
Matthew McConaughey?
That would be Carl's junior spokesperson, Matthew McConaughey.
An Austin native.
Matthew McConaughey.
He loves his Lincolns and his bongo drums.
Here we go, guys.
And UT.
You're going to get
Yeah,
6
put
questions
them
in
on.
the world of Matthew McConaughey.
The wild, wonderful world of the Lincoln owner.
Here's the first one. In the film Gold, who plays Matthew McConaughey's longtime girlfriend, Kay?
Okay, just because he lives in Austin doesn't mean we necessarily are completely familiar with his filmography.
Higher filmography. Yeah.
5, 4.
I think that's one I intentionally missed.
3, 2.
Multiple choice.
I mean,
Is it A,
I
Kate
used to
Hudson,
live like
B,
blocks
Bryce
away
Dallas
from
Howard,
Troublemaker Studios.
C,
Doesn't mean I
Jennifer
was in a
Garner,
Robert Rodriguez
Jessica
movie.
Chastain.
Jessica Chastain.
Bryce Dallas Howard.
For 1 point.
I was close.
Correct.
You had to take the sunglasses off early in round 2.
All right, here's question number 2, guys.
They
Here's
may or may
question
not be
2.
interchangeable depending on your opinion of both.
Who starred as Matthew McConaughey's love interest in Failure
Sarah
to Launch?
Jessica Parker.
Yeah.
Sarah Jessica Parker.
2 points. Tie game.
Tie ball game.
Why do I know that?
McConaughey bearing fruit so
Don't
far.
know. Some of these you should just get wrong just
Matthew
on purpose.
McConaughey appears in which
Dark Tower.
2017 film based off a Stephen King novel?
The Dark Tower.
That's correct. 2 points.
The Dark Tower.
Rave reviews for the Dark Tower.
All right, here we go. Question number 4. Question number 4. Which 2006 sports drama tells the true story
Mayor
of
Marshall.
Well,
humanity
Marshall,
trying
yeah.
to deal with the aftermath of a plane crash that kills an entire university football team?
We Are Marshall.
Yep, 2 points.
And so now, this is what we know the odd couple is capable of doing. The crowd going crazy, especially the 7-year-olds. It is now a 4-point advantage for the odd couple, and they still have a couple questions remaining, Christian.
That's my base. That's my base.
All right, here we go.
Jeff Snyder bringing his kids to today's event.
All right, here we go. In Contact, which famous British actor plays the secretive billionaire industrialist S.R. Haddon, who funds the creation of the alien transport machine?
I don't remember who else is in there besides him and Jodie Foster.
Multiple choice.
A. Ben Kingsley. B. John Hurt.
It's one.
C.
It's B, C, or
Anthony
D.
Hopkins. D. Michael Caine.
Michael Caine.
Michael Caine.
Yeah, just don't get all cute with the
Sorry,
accent.
buddy.
I think it is Michael Caine.
5, 4, 3.
I'm gonna overrule you. Anthony Hopkins.
It's incorrect.
Can we hear the options again?
Yes, you can.
Yeah, it's
Is it
Michael
A.
Caine.
Ben Kingsley, B. John Hurt, C. Anthony Hopkins, D. Michael Caine?
Ben Kingsley?
Also incorrect. Looking for John Hurt.
John Hurt.
John Hurt. All right, last question.
Michael
guys.
Caine.
Last question for Matthew McConaughey. Here we go. Okay. What former American president did Anthony Hopkins portray in Steven Spielberg's Amistad?
Kidding me? What former president did Anthony Hopkins play in Amistad? Multiple choice.
Is it A. John Adams, B. James Madison, C. James Monroe, D. John Quincy
Trying to think
Adams?
which ones look like Anthony Hopkins.
And all those guys look the same.
Yeah.
5,
All white people, man.
4.
With fake wigs.
3.
Yeah.
John Quincy Adams?
That's correct for
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It's either John Adams or John Quincy Adams.
That's a guess, fam.
The Odd Couple has a 5-point lead as we get into
you need
the
to know
third
history.
and final round. All right, Mark, tell us the rules for round number 3.
They had a nice comeback run in round number 2, meaning they will be giving us their numbers first. From 1 to 20, what feels lucky?
6, 12, 18.
6, 12, and 18. Making it easy, going in order.
Scream Queens.
1, 13, 5.
All right, 1, 13, and 5 for the Scream Queens, who will be up first.
Can I give him a little gift first?
Oh, don't.
I've got a little pouch.
Those are not letters.
Oh, nice.
And I know you guys are big horror fans, so I got you a candle from The Purge. It's an emergency survival candle. You might want to light it right now.
Very on brand, Jeff.
Snyder.
I thought he was actually doing something genuinely nice.
No, he
You
was
do realize we're the odd couple, right?
he was re-gifting something that he got about a year ago. All right,
Didn't end up being that. It is a purge candle. Please do not light any pyrotechnics here in our studio.
Here we go. Scream Queens trying to avoid the TKO here, and we start with your 2-pointer, which is category 1 in the realm of 2000s. Who would like to take the 2-pointer?
I'll take it.
You're going to take it. Okay, Haley, here we go. Who played Virginia Woolf in The Hours?
Nicole Kidman.
2
Yeah,
points.
yeah.
Ooh, she's wearing sunglasses.
She said it
I can
much
tell
quicker
she
than
did
I
not
could.
blink when answering that
So
question.
now we're going to get to the 3-pointer by Kaylin, which is number 13. Crime. In the film Sicario, who plays Ted, the Phoenix police officer that Kate takes back to her place?
Is that? His name is right there.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, nothing. The answer was John Barenthal.
And I was wrong, so it doesn't matter. Yeah.
John Bernthal. So now it's the 5-point question.
Not who I was
Now,
thinking either.
the 5
I was
points,
thinking Cable.
if they hit it, it'll bounce back to the
Slash-
Odd Couple who will have
slash
to answer.
Thanos.
However, if the
I
Scream
was
Queens
thinking,
miss
what's
the
his name from
5-pointer,
Walking Dead?
the Odd Couple are
With
going to go
the
to Chicago to
Lucille
face
Bat. I can't even
who's
think of
the
his
boss
character
for
on
the
Walking
number 1
Dead.
contender
Jeffrey Dean
spot.
Morgan.
Yes.
I got his name.
And your question is from the realm of new releases. New releases.
His name is Bat.
Here you go. 5 points. In the film Paddington 2, what is the name of the prison cook who is played by Brendan Gleeson?
I still haven't seen Paddington 2. I really want to. It's like Seamus or make something.
Under the teams can
It's
confer.
like
Sloppy the Cook. I don't know.
straight
4,
Irish, I think.
3,
He's Babish.
2, 1.
No.
And your winners by way of technical knockout, going to Chicago, Mark the Android,
Again, going for the Odd Couple here.
and Jeff
I'm glad they're going to Chicago.
That's going to be a good match.
Them versus who's the boss?
Yeah.
That's a good Chicago match right there.
Knuckles McGinty we would have accepted as well. A heartbreak for the Scream Queen, but don't take anything away from the Odd Couple, Christian. They got a TKO. They earned it with a brilliant round number 2.
Sonic
Now, Jeff Snyder finds himself somewhere that he hasn't been in a little bit since the spectacular, the first spectacular. He is in a number 1 contender match. He can get there. And Mark Andreyko now closer to a team title shot somewhere he has not been yet. But they're playing Who's the Boss. You talk about drama. I mean, there's so much drama there now with that matchup, with whether it's Finstock being the manager of the old Lions Den, whether it's Snyder, who used to do Meet the Movie Press with Riley, Ben Bateman, and Roxy. That's all I'll say about that.
The storylines are great.
There's so much going
Ben
on.
Bateman and Roxy, and that's all I'll say about that.
It's crazy that they're going to meet up. But now the question is also for the Scream Queens. Where do they go? What happens with the Scream Queens? I think that was a hard-fought match. Yep. And they hit some good ones, they missed some, and now they are going to be talking to Jen Sturger in just a second here, and we'll get, I don't know, look, it's nothing to beat themselves up about. It was a tough one.
You understand that they have a wealth of knowledge. I think they maybe displayed their broadness as far as categories that they're able to answer a lot of questions from in this match more than any other one. They had a game effort in round number 1, really hit their stride in round number 2, and look, that's a tough Paddington 2. Not everybody, certainly people didn't see it as much as the first Paddington, so Knuckles McGinty McGinty. That's a tough 5-pointer to lose on.
I knew it was Nick
the
something.
way that the match went, and like Christian teased, we now
Very
have an interview
stereotypical.
with the Scream
Well, I
Queens,
mean,
announced
chef
at
name.
2-1 for their lifetime record. With our own Jen Sturger. Jen, take it away.
What's up, Movie Trivia Schmoedown fans? Jen Sturger here with the Scream Queens. Look, I gotta say this. Jeff Snyder got in my head that last round, so I can't imagine what you guys were feeling underneath those lights out there.
Did not go your way.
Oh, you know, it was a stressful game, but I don't want to give Snyder the credit for it. There were tough questions. You know, I'm sad about some of the misses. Knuckles McGinty is going to kill me forever. But we went out there. We were a little rusty. It's been a while. Hopefully we'll shake that off next time.
I was gonna say, you guys haven't played in a while. Do you feel like ring rust was an actual thing for you guys?
I feel like, yeah, a little rusty under those lights right now.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So I guess the real question is, how do we regroup from this? How do we move on?
Instant rematch.
Lots of preparation.
Yeah.
Lots of. We should just have Snyder like bug us every day.
Yeah, well, working.
You don't want that.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah, try working here. No, we just need to prepare, and I feel like being back in the room with the crowd gets you more on the level of what to expect. It is, you know, it's one thing when you're at home and you're practicing and you're going through your notes or whatever, but it's another thing when there's all these lovely people cheering and looking at you and wanting you to do well.
But like I said, you guys have absolutely nothing to be ashamed of. You left it all out there and you took them in round 3. I guess, who's next?
Who do you want?
Who do you want?
Oh, I always say this is the most boring answer, but I want to like get drunk and play with the wild berries. They're just fun.
That would be fun.
That's an answer I think we can all respect.
Drunk trivia with the wild berries? Oh yeah.
I like that match, and I would, you know, we could organize that match in a couple hours if we want to keep the stream going.
I think McCook passed out in the studio somewhere.
It is a little late for them.
I'm
You're
sure
right.
we can find him. But listen, that was, I like that. It was classy. I love the Scream Queens. Haley and Kaylin, I bet you they'll pop up in the free-for-all.
Should do that, actually.
There's so
Get a
much
question wrong, take a shot.
respect that you got to give those ladies for. They had a really
It'd be wasted
strong
after round
second
one.
round.
It'd be a
And
10-question
it was a rough
match.
first round. They came back. They really showed up in the second, and they just ran into, I think, a more experienced team.
Answer your next question.
The introductions, and you're saying how
Answer
many
it.
championship matches
Wake up.
the Odd Couple collectively have contended for, have competed, and have won. It's daunting for any. It'd be daunting if you and I just for announcing the match. So I think
will
the
take
Odd Couple
movie
such an
release dates and a
intimidation
cake
factor there.
stand.
But the Scream Queens did not blink. They just came up a little short here.
That's gonna look
today.
weird when I
And
put
like you
the
mentioned before, the
video
Odd Couple
here.
now going to
Yeah.
Chicago.
Where'd you
They're
go?
going to Chicago, and Jeff Snyder and Andrea find themselves in a #1 contender match against Who's the Boss and their old manager, and I'm sure we're going to find out a lot about how they're feeling about that. Here's Jen Sturger.
I always wonder how I end up
that
here,
is both
Christian.
their
Jeff,
old
if
manager.
the Me Too movement had a costume, I think you nailed it today.
Not sure how to respond to that one, but
Just don't.
thank you for the congratulations.
Seriously,
Drake was
look,
like, don't.
Before the tournament started, the Anarchy tournament started, no one thought this team had a chance. You guys just have way too. Your personalities are like oil and water. Let's be real.
We are an odd couple, yes.
You very much are. But besides that, you had your
almost like
past
that name
history
was
obviously
planned.
with the Lions Den. So, how have you guys managed to make this work and carry it on throughout not only the tournament but now?
Well, I've got to say, Roxy is instrumental in that, even though she's not here today. She's with us in spirit because she really cornered us and made us listen to each other and play our strengths. And, you know, if you noticed during the 2-point round, we turned and faced each other and we were conversing, and it was all about listening and being present. I will say, hats off to the Scream Queens. Those questions they had in their final round. The cook in Paddington 2. Oh, it's like, who's did craft service in Paddington 2? That was an impossible question. So I look forward to seeing them.
Who
because I
did
think
the
they're great.
craft services?
Jeff carried to the first round. You know, I got to kick the rust off, but most of this is because of Jeff. But except for my John Quincy Adams.
That was a big pull with Amistad. I hadn't seen that. Hadn't seen Paddington 2. Hats off to the Scream Queens. They did play really well. I mean, I got Spinner's choice, so like that's a tough break. Especially, you know, as the announcers were saying, we've got a lot more experience. But you heard it. The evidence was there on the tape. Okay? When they announced Mark Andreyko as my partner, I let out a woohoo. Because I was excited. I knew we could do great things in this league. There was a free trip to Chicago on the line. I've never been to the Windy City, and now I'm going to send the Scream Queens.
It's not really that windy.
And my family is in Chicago, so it'll be nice to have my nephews come and actually see me compete. So
And Christian
Save money
gets to
on a
save money
hotel.
on a hotel room. Fantastic. So, I I guess, like I said, the next opponent is going to be Who's the Boss
Got
in
it.
Chicago, live in front of a studio audience. It's going to be fantastic.
It's going to be delicious. I can't wait
Is that
to beat
sports
Bateman
reference?
again.
But let's be real, like, there's a lot on the line for you guys personally. You know, your history, obviously, with Bateman and, you know, with Finstock, your former manager at the Lions Den. You're going to be facing Riley, who you've, you know, have a lot of history
Give me
with.
all the Mark Riley you can get on the schedule, okay? All day long at the office, this guy's like, who did this? Who was in that? And I got to take care of it.
Start feeding him wrong answers now.
I'm going
But
to.
then, you know, you even have Roxy, who's got her history with Ben. Like, this is a full-on episode of Passions minus the midgets at this point, you know?
Wow.
Little people.
Got to keep a PC around here for you, Mark. But
Is
seriously.
she friends with
Yes.
Brad Williams?
Pumped.
Brad Williams,
As
yeah.
a fan, I know I am.
Well, I'm really excited because it's my first time competing live. So, and to be able to compete live and have my family there and see all
know
the
better,
weirdness
Jen.
that makes up my life is going to be fun. And,
Do I need to
you
edit
know,
that term out?
No. Well, that's just the tip of the iceberg. And you know, this is just going to be a blast to do a live event and feed off that energy. It'll be, at the very least, it's going to be a really fun match. And ultimately, win or lose, you want to have a fun, challenging match.
Absolutely.
No one knows how to service a crowd like I do, Jen, okay? And I'm going to give
Wow.
him a show in Chicago. You can bet on that. Buy your tickets right now.
If this wasn't live, I have so many jokes right now.
You and me both, buddy. You and me both. But I do have, before I let you guys go, like,
Welcome, Christian.
like, where
If we
is
weren't trying to keep
Roxy
this
right
family
now?
friendly, I also would.
Grace did something to the brakes in her car, actually.
why I
She
just
gave
say
her the wrong
wow.
address. I think Roxy ended up going south. We all came north. I don't know how she confused it, but yeah, I think Grace had something to do with it.
All right, well, hopefully we get to the bottom of that soon. Back to you guys at the desk.
Also, if you watch Clutter Live, you know that Roxy's
Once
bad
again,
directions.
the odd couple throwing some accusations over at Grace. That's been
Can I come?
happening.
Yeah,
We
if you
don't
can find
know
the
for
place.
Sure. Grace is back. She's done some things in the past, but there's no proof yet.
Very fishy what's going on
We don't
behind
know
the scenes
yet.
there.
But what we do know is that the odd couple is now going to face Who's the Boss for the #1 contendership. They will face the winner of critically acclaimed or the Shire Wolves, who have a scrap coming up pretty soon. But yeah, like Jen was saying, there's just so much history there now between the odd couple and Who's the Boss, and you get to see it live. If you're in Chicago, go and check it out. That's right, Chicago, April 13th. April 13th at the Schmoedownlive.com. And don't forget, March 23rd, 40
Wish they were
Oh,
saying
it
competitors.
says
Houston.
35 on the
Yeah,
flyer,
that
Christian.
was-
Are you sure you're counting?
Or even
that?
I
Austin,
made it a
but
little harder for both
with
the graphics
realistic,
people
it's
and the
Houston.
editor people because I added 5 more. That's right, 40 competitors downtown
Soon
LA
enough.
at the Globe Theater. You guys can come watch it live. And you want to see just what it's going to look like? Take a look.
We'll be there. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the movie trivia Schmoedown.
35 competitors. Who's going to be the last person standing? 5 competitors will start.
So this is the promo for the free-for-all, which was at the beginning of this episode as well.
Alright.
I would love to go to that.
I know, right? Especially at the theater that they got for it.
Oh, yeah.
Wow. Yeah, it's going to be a huge event, and I'm surprised it's not sold out. What are you people in LA thinking? You'll get there.
'Cause I remember the past couple ones we watched, I mean, it's like you're cheering every single time someone comes out. Every single time someone's eliminated.
They keep saying, like, those audiences and those live events are so electric.
It's like a...
So that, and then that, and then that.
It's like a football game where they just keep scoring. They just keep making the basket in the net each time, just going back and forth. You know, like the hockey puck in the goal, like a football game.
Enough of that. What if an XX5XX happens at a live event?
Oh, that's like an entire crowd of people that just lose their friggin' minds.
That's an eruption you've never heard before.
Well, maybe you haven't heard of it, but... Anyways, so...
Yeah, so that was a match.
Yeah,
That happened.
that was a good match.
It happened the way I wanted it to. Like, honestly, like, much love to the Scream Queens there, but the odd couple, man, you want those veterans in the league to show up to the live shows, because those are the ones that people honestly really want to come see. They want to meet their favorites who've been in the league for a while. You want the odd couple at that live show, and I'm kind of glad, honestly, for the Chicago crowd that they won. So they'll get to meet Snyder and Draco. It's going to be so much fun.
Yeah. I mean, I think we pretty much already covered all of our shock and amaze and our opinions, like as they were announcing the winner. So I don't know if there's too much more to talk about.
Yep, them going up against Who's the Boss. It's happening in Chicago. If you don't have your tickets, get your tickets. Speaking of things that you can purchase for the Schmoedown, we're doing this early. Not as early as possible because we could have done the live stream too.
Yeah.
But we're doing this early as far as patronage goes because we are on the Patreon for the Schmoedown, and if you're not, you should get on there. It's just $1 a month, and you can get these by Tuesday.
On the dollar, Monday for $2.
Monday for $2.
Or you could have gotten this, I believe, for free on the live stream if you were doing at least $10 a month. So.
Or you paid for the live stream separately.
Yeah.
Either way, there's so many ways that you can support the Schmoedown. We try our best to support the Schmoedown too. If for some reason you can't pay for anything, you can always like and comment over on the Movie Trivia Schmoedown channel. I was about to say Facebook page. There's so much happening, so many different places you can go support the Schmoedown.
Talk on the Facebook page, like, subscribe to the Schmoedown. The link is in the description of this video. Also, you can help us out. Like and comment our video if you liked our stuff. You can also subscribe up here and watch a couple other videos over here. And as always,
what's your favorite scary movie?
Tu Wong Fu, thanks for everything, Julie Newmar.
Yeah, it's mine too.
Yeah, later.
See ya. Wesley Snipes and Drag. Things that make you go, buh.